Okay, anyways. Shall we, chat? Shall we? All right, I'm gonna change my title and stuff while we're doing this. We had just enough time to read the chat. Just enough time to read the chat. Honestly, we could probably read more of it during this. All right, sick. Let's go, baby. Xbox Direct time, chat. We're gonna pause our alerts for now. All right, let's see what Xbox is cooking up. Let's see what Xbox is cooking up this year, Chad. A lot of people are predicting this to be a big year for Xbox. A lot of people are predicting this to be a big year for Xbox for a couple of reasons. We're going to find out if they're going to set the stage right now today while we all sit here and wait for the Nintendo Switch to direct in April. I know that we're all here waiting for that, but let's get excited for something new here. Okay, what is this so far? Team Ninja, that's a pretty big deal. So new Ninja Gaiden game, I think they do Ninja Gaiden. Hello, this is Yasuda from Team Ninja. All right, I'll be reading. I'm pleased to announce exciting news about one of our flagship action series. Without further ado, please take a look. Swords?
Several years ago, the Dark Dragon, youngest of the divine dragon gods, wreaked havoc across the world. The plot was ultimately thwarted through the efforts of a sole ninja. However, the Dark Dragon's husk remained, and from this husk fell an endless downfall.
This has got to be Ninja Gaiden, right? Starly.
The abandoned Tokyo continues its struggle against chaos to this day.
Nick Jr.
Infiltrated the facility. Commencing mission.
What is this? What is this? Platinum? Did that say platinum? Dude, this is totally Ninja Gaiden. Honestly, this looks really good, though. Like, to be fair, this looks really good, actually. Like, comparatively to the Ninja Gaiden games for the Xbox, I didn't really play the Ninja Gaiden games for the Xbox, but I feel like, from what I've seen, this looks like the natural progression of Ninja Gaiden. Does that make sense? Like, I might not have played them, but this looks like the natural progression of what they started in the Xbox and Xbox 360 era. It does look good if you're a fan of like Ninja Gaiden, right? It's definitely got some Dark Souls energy. You can tell that they're kind of trying to lean into the boss battle style. But again, like, the original Ninja Gaiden was pretty boss battle-y.
Whatever your clan is plotting, it ends here.
That's cool. Oh, look at some ninja platforming. What's up, Calico? For those just tuning in, we're watching the Xbox Developer Direct here.
So you've come, Raven.
Fuck off, Hayabusa. I will execute my
Yeah, Ryan Perp for real. To be fair, I only ever played the Nintendo versions of these games, so. To all the Master Ninja around the world, after more than 10 years, the wait is finally over. We are excited to announce Ninja Gaiden 4, the new mainline entry in this high speed, where you become the ultimate ninja and take on relentless enemies in fierce combat. Ninja Gaiden 4 is a collaboration between Team Ninja and Platinum Games. Team Ninja. Team rather. The action bona fides of Platinum games need no introduction. They include great action games such as Bayonetta and Nier Automata. To mark Ninja Gaiden 4's arrival after more than a decade, we're crafting an adventure with a new Master Ninja protagonist, Yakuma, set in a fresh world, where players can immerse themselves in a brand new experience. So the developers of Nier, that's pretty cool. The trailer you just saw featured a player who will play a pivotal role in the story, Ryu. Ryu's motives will be revealed as the story unfolds and will lead him to clash with Yakumo. Back off, Hayabusa. I'll execute my mission. The story takes place in Tokyo, which has been devastated by the reign of dark rot caused by the Dark Dragon. This reign signals that the Dark Dragon is still alive, and peace will not return in Tokyo until the reign comes to an end. L Rob, what's up, L? What's up, Food Man? I love y'all. Our new hero, Yakumo, a young ninja from the Raven clan, a rival of the Hayabusa clan, dived into battle in the capital of Tokyo to defeat the Dark Dragon and bring peace to the world. We are preserving the dark hardcore atmosphere of the series. With curses and chaotic landscapes, the world evokes a heightened sense of danger at every turn. Over the course of the game, the city will succumb to the curse. What is this, Sonic the Hedgehog rail? What is this? This is Sonic. Tokyo has been completely devastated by a certain incident, and it is flooded with friends and adversaries, making you feel the whole world is baring its fangs against you. The environments will feature enhanced verticality. Cool. Yakumo will use ninja techniques, tools, and familiar combat skills to overcome thrilling challenges. We have added many dynamic and exhilarating situations, like Sonic the Hedgehog rail sliding, swinging across gaps, heightening the thrill of the game's movement. There are various scenarios, challenges, and hidden items waiting to be discovered. Dramatic music. Oh, I guess I didn't need to read that. The protagonist, Yakumo, is following in Ryu's footsteps. He's still young, but is a genius ninja carrying the weight of the Raven clan's honor. We have designed him to be someone who can stand alongside Ryu and a potential master ninja of the next generation. Yeah, very Metal Gear Revengeance. Yeah. What's up, Ray? Standing in the way of Yakumo are the Divine Dragon Orders, the organization responsible for policing this desolate world, the guarding of the seal of the Dark Dragon, and the horde of demons lurking throughout the world. Cool. Of course, fiends also make their return. Cool. While we can't reveal details at this time, there will be brand new characters as well as some familiar ones the series fans will be happy to see. Cool. Ninja Gaiden 4 heightens the speed of battle, the combat against enemies occurring at breakpoint speed. Yakumo can use the new Bloodbind Ninjutsu to unleash dynamic attacks. Okay. Opening up new ways to take out multiple enemies at once. Alright, Naruto, calm down. Instant kill attacks never before seen in a Ninja Gaiden game. Cool. Of course, there are also intense 1v1 battles. 1v1 me, bro. Enemies guard and block just like the players, leading to intense and fair combat scenarios. Players will need to keep a close eye on enemies' movements to assess the perfect time to strike. So, Dark Souls Elden Ring. The new style brings an exciting evolution to the action of Ninja Gaiden. Sick. When it comes to the action, we closely discuss every detail, such as the feel and the balance on a daily basis. As you should. The new protagonist, Yakumo, has a slightly different combat style from Ryu. but we are confident the action will feel right at home in the Ninja Gaiden series. What distinguishes Yakumo and his two combat styles, Raven style and New style, which can be used strategically to take on specific enemies and situations. Returning obliteration and ultimate techniques are also a part of the dynamic and speedy combat. And our tools, they both offer unique gameplay styles. What's up, Good Noodle? Giving players limitless variety when battling enemies. Okay. Nice. He just freaking... Dude, that's a seismic toss. Both characters performing new techniques as well as new unique move sets. We hope you look forward to this new Ninja Gaiden. Enjoy your lurk, Tigers. We are staying true to the challenge and deep action that defines the Ninja Gaiden series, while incorporating the speed and dynamic expression of Platinum games. So like Bayonetta, we are putting our efforts into making this true mainline sequel that continues our aim to deliver fair, engaging combat experience where players experience the thrills of battling relentless enemies. I can't wait for you to get your hands on the new entry to the Ninja Gaiden series. This game will delight both fans of the series and newcomers alike. Please look forward to the game's launch. It has been many years since we, stealthily like ninjas, teamed up with Platinum Games to create Ninja Gaiden. We are happy to finally be able to share it with you. We look forward to delivering it to you in fall 2025. Please stay tuned for further information. Switch 2 release title! Switch 2 release title! Coming at you. Actually, it just said the games and I missed it. Now there's one thing. Yeah, I just missed the list of consoles it's releasing on. I wonder if there's still an embargo and they can't say Switch 2 even if they wanted to. Are they remaking an old game? It looks like they're remaking the original here. Is this are they remaking the originals maybe? That's what this kind of reminds me. I think this looks like the first Xbox Ninja Gaiden maybe.
My path leads through the land of the dead.
Oh, this is just a trailer of what they were just showing us maybe. Yeah. They're just giving us another look at the game.
Sets on the Dragon Ninja bloodline.
Sick.
Genshi, go back to hell.
All paths before me are cruel and arduous. Our time has come.
Oh, he's fighting dragons. Dragons, swords, ninjas. Oh, Ninja Gaiden 2. It was an old game they're remaking. Yes, I knew it. I wasn't wrong. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is the definitive edition of the game, honoring the style of the original with significantly revamped graphics and using Unreal Engine 5. In addition to the lush visuals, players can enjoy playing as all these other characters alongside Ryu. We are excited to announce that you can download it on console, PC, and Xbox Game Pass today. Whoa, today! Oh! We're happy to deliver this to the fans that have been dedicated to the Ninja Gaiden series over the years. This marks the 30th anniversary of the founding Team Ninja, and Ninja Gaiden 4's release this year will be the year of the Ninja. Ooh, 2025, the year of the Ninja. We hope you're excited to see how the series evolves. The year of the Nintendo Ninjas. Okay. Next up. Not a bad start. Not a bad start for the Xbox Direct today. Yo, it's your birthday today? Yo, happy birthday, Good Noodle. Hey.
Hi, and welcome to Compulsion Games here in Montreal, Canada.
I could take a breather.
At our studio, we care about world
I'm
building.
gonna hide my camera and
We
stretch.
treat the setting almost like a character of its own. From the magical noir of contrast to the alternate history of We Happy Few, we draw inspiration from the landscape to shape mood, drama, and intrigue. For South of Midnight, our third-person action-adventure game, the story and characters bring a folkloric Deep South to life. This gave us a chance to explore Southern Gothic themes with a dark fantasy twist. So
Cool.
while our protagonist Hazel is at the forefront of our story, it's the macabre elements and larger-than-life creatures that will leave a mark on her journey and growth.
This game does look pretty massive. Except for the frames there on her walk at the end. What was up with that? Why was her walk
Mama,
2
this ain't my
frames?
first hurricane. I know what to do.
As long as you didn't forget the
Flashlights and batteries.
Maybe it's like the animation style.
Let's go.
Wouldn't be rushed if you didn't.
Don't mumble. Speak on it.
I said we wouldn't be rushed if you didn't waste all that time at the shelter.
Now, you want to bring this up right now.
I'm just saying.
Hazel, please.
We might need some help. I might need some help. While you're out helping everybody else.
Hazel!
Well, that just happened.
Hazel may start her journey as a typical.
It might just be the
19-year-old,
style, which is totally
but
cool.
Disastrous events will push her into a darkly.
It is
magical
the
world
style.
where she'll learn who she really is.
Interesting.
And
That's cool.
how to tap into weaving. An ancient magical power that redefines.
It's almost like a
what
weird
you
stop
do.
motion style. That's what it makes me think of. It's like almost like stop motion.
Chooses Hazel as a weaver. Someone who can see beyond the surface and tap into a deeper reality, the grand tapestry. Weavers can see the fabric binding our worlds, connecting people, nature, and echoes of the past.
Keep those hands to yourself.
Hazel can perceive both the mystical strands and
Nick.
stigmas in the world. Through her newfound power, she reweaves these stigmas and mends the afflicted creatures she encounters.
As Hazel discovers her power, the world gradually shifts into the surreal, revealing that creatures from the old folktales actually exist.
You up here. My salvation.
Among them is good old Catfish, the storyteller who
Good old
becomes both the
Catfish.
guide
I like
and
this guy.
companion to Hazel across the game.
It ain't every day I hear about a new weaver such as yourself. Would you kindly do your weaver thing and help me down?
Meeting Catfish marks the true beginning of Hazel's journey. All of Hazel's arsenal and powers are designed around textile crafting and traditional spinning wheels. Her
Okay.
weapons include a spindle, 2 weaving hooks, and a distaff. Her magic abilities manifest with supernatural lace-like patterns, blending the traditional craft with mystical elements. Hazel
This is cool.
engages with the world through a variety of movement abilities. Those abilities also help Hazel progress on a journey.
A little
As
platforming.
her journey unfolds, Hazel will master new weaving abilities, using them to traverse the world, conjure objects, and confront adversaries.
Combat is about understanding and adapting to different enemy archetypes known as Aints, the manifestations of corruption Hazel encounters.
Ugh,
These
gross.
hates trap Hazel in combat.
I like that the
until
game's a
she
little bit
unravels
gritty.
them, destroying them in the process.
Like some of the art styles, like
Each Aint
a
has
little
its
gritty.
own unique moveset, strengths, and weaknesses that you'll need to learn and adapt to. For example,
Yeah, like, that's kinda
the Swamp
freaky.
burrows on the ground and unleashes devastating strikes from afar, while the Ravager closes the distance with chilling speed. Hazel can counter these threats with agile melee abilities to execute powerful combos, jump attacks, and charge attacks. But close combat is risky and can backfire because Aints have powerful defensive abilities. Mastering your magical skills become the key to gaining the upper hand in combat.
Cool.
Push, pull, and weave are some of the spells at your disposal that give you a tactical advantage during a fight.
I like this guy's
Timing
hair.
is everything.
He's getting it.
Pull distant enemies close to start melee combos, push them back to interrupt and stun their attack. Then press the advantage with follow-up strikes. Spells interact uniquely with each enemy type, creating dynamic combat scenarios.
It's like a different
especially
take
when
on that like
facing multiple
arena
types of
combat
opponents At
vibe.
the same time. Once near death, enemies can be
Right?
unraveled,
There's a lot of games that
breaking
have like
their
this
core and setting
arena
them free
combat
from their
vibe,
clutch,
but like this is like its very
which has
own
the
take
added
on it, which is
benefit
cool.
of providing elbows and reducing ability cooldowns. If you play your combos right, you can enhance Hazel's combat readiness and keep on chaining her abilities. As Hazel progresses in the game, she unlocks new moves and improved abilities, and you'll have to decide which areas to prioritize. The upgrades will change how you approach combat, like enhancing area of effect attacks, or refining push and pull skills to improve precision. And
We
make them
like
feel more
choices,
rewarding.
baby. We like choices,
The combat
baby.
system is fast and responsive, built around chaining attacks, landing precise strikes, and unraveling enemies.
You mind if I take a look around?
You can see every place old Molly terrorized and more. Now for the low, low price of a
Yeah.
In Hazel's search for her mother,
I didn't know they
you'll
put beetles in the
explore
game.
multiple regions, each ruled by a mythical creature with their own Southern Gothic history. You'll gradually uncover the backstories of these beings, once human or animal, who were transformed by tragedy.
Yo,
Their
same,
secrets
Ryan
waiting to be
Perp.
discovered.
Oh wait.
As a weaver, Hazel heals these creatures by
N-
collecting
never
fragments
mind.
of haunted memories. We call these echoes, which reveal each creature's past. Hazel must experience these echoes before she can mend them.
What kind
Cool.
of person would do that to someone?
So the echoes are going to kind of deliver
Design
the
each
story
region
a
to
bit,
reflect
it
the
seems.
creature that's been doomed to wandering.
Help kind of create more of an atmosphere
From the
and make the world feel a little bit more
environment to
alive.
unique music themes composed for each one.
Give the player like more of a reason
While
to
not
care
all
about the world.
encounters lead to direct combat. Hazel will need to face mythical creatures in epic confrontation before she can heal them. Our boss encounters and gameplay sequences
So boss
also reflects
encounters.
the uniqueness of each creature.
Again,
with distinct mechanics
these
that center around
arena
a
style
specific
combat.
thematic.
But this is really, look
These
at this. Look how
encounters feature
cool that
multiple
is.
phases that range
Whoa.
in complexity.
An alligator with a freaking tree on its
As the
back?
encounters progress,
This is
the
sick.
musical theme builds up, cranking the tension alongside the fight. Whether it's
Pretty
equal
larger
time
than life stuff here.
or
This is pretty
hugging
cool.
volley,
I can't say that I'm terribly interested, but
by Southern folklore and lead to climactic battles.
so it's all inspired by Southern folklore. Cool. I like
South of
that.
Midnight unfolds as a hero's journey, and as Hazel, you'll travel through a tapestry of Southern-inspired landscapes. From
This is cool.
abysmal swamps to flooded
So the game's
farmlands
almost like a love
to the
letter to the
Appalachian
South.
peaks.
Look at
In
that.
our magical South, decaying buildings reclaimed by nature stand moments away from a hungry Hyrule.
That's really
And
cool.
as
It's like a love
Hazel
letter to the
delves
South.
deeper, reality bends ever more toward the fantastical.
So Town of,
history, landscape,
it's not
and
frame
folklore
rate,
of the
it's actually an
American
art
Deep South
style
for our
we're
world, And our
realizing.
team has infused the game with thoughtful details.
It's all
and
an art
environmental
style that just
storytelling,
looks
our
like
bottle
bad
trees
frames,
and
which is a
wood
weird
torches,
decision.
Which are said to ward off evil spirits.
But it is what
The
it
way to
is.
the past emerges as central themes, which you can see through old abandoned buildings and businesses struggling to survive. As you explore, you'll meet locals who stayed behind even in the face of a hurricane.
So I'm the last person left here.
So like you're not seeing dropping frames. It's almost like a stop motion art style.
Artistically, we're staying true to our moody
Think about like
compulsion signature
claymation
style.
almost.
But this time, we're using a handcrafted approach inspired by stop-motion animation, which allows our team to bring a distinct personality and tone into every prop and character. Because this folklore is open to visual interpretation, we embrace the freedom to reimagine these creatures and their stories, to adapt how they look, and to craft our own version of a fantastical Deep South.
But motion doesn't look jittery. Yeah, I'm just trying to explain like what you're seeing. It might not be the perfect correlation, but what you're seeing is like a weird stop motion style. Like
We're lucky to have
it's
talent
actually all
across other
purposeful.
disciplines that collaborate to give South of Midnight such a unique personality. We hope you
Yeah.
enjoyed this deep dive into South of Midnight.
And that's
We're thrilled
only
to announce that
cutscenes
the
for the
game will
record.
launch on April 8th,
The
and
game
pre-orders are now available
itself
on
looks
Xbox
super
and Steam.
smooth. Only cutscenes have that weird whatever's going on art style. So far, Brittany, that's a second game we saw. We saw Ninja Gaiden 4, and then we saw South of Midnight. So game number 3, over to Sandfall Interactive, whatever this is. Welcome in here, though. Oh, I didn't see what consoles that game was going to release on. Did anybody see? Frick, I missed it. Did they say anything about the release? Xbox and Steam. Okay, thank you.
Bonjour, everyone. We are Sunfall Interactive, and welcome to our manor.
Xbox and PC.
We
April
are a
8th.
small studio based in Montpellier, France, working on our first game, Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
Here, I'll make my camera a little smaller for those trying to actually read here.
Set in a fantasy version of late 19th
Because this guy's
century
accent's thick.
France.
Here we are.
There you guys go,
Our
so you can
grand
actually read.
adventure in game development actually started as a solo passion project. I wanted to create something like the JRPGs with turn-based combat I grew up with and loved, but that fully leveraged the latest tech, refreshed the genre with new features, and took place in a compelling world. I knew I needed help to realize my dream. First, I turned to a programmer I knew would get it.
What is a JRPG? A Japanese RPG.
Right away,
But really, nowadays, it stands for a certain genre of RPG.
Of the reactive turn-based system,
It's evolved. The term is evolved. It's basically a special genre or a style of RPG game. Originally coined in the PlayStation era, Super Nintendo era even. Super Nintendo era. Honestly, even Nintendo had some, right?
Guillaume and I are
So it's been around for a long
passionate
time.
gamers, and when he described the project, I quit my job the following week and joined the team without hesitation. Because I believe that in video games, success always starts with a strong creative vision. And we had that, defined by 3 core elements. A story with great emotional depth, gameplay that innovates on the classics we love, and a world that is completely original, beautiful, and immersive.
So this game's called Sandfall?
Interactive on these tenets. A group of friends with a shared vision and the drive to make something great.
This too is your legacy.
Core to every great RPG is a compelling story.
True.
And Guillaume and I spent 4 years intensively developing and refining ours. And that started with the hook. 67 years ago, a massive slumbering paintress and a monolith appeared with no warning. Once a year, the paintress wakes and paints a number on her monolith, and everyone who has passed that age is erased. Every year, that number ticks down, and everyone dies younger and younger.
What a crazy
Expeditions set apart
concept!
to kill the paintress, determined to fight until their final breath, but none have ever returned. Our story follows Expedition 33.
What a kind of cool concept, actually. Yeah. Freaky concept.
We honor your dedication.
Guillaume and I knew early on that we didn't want to focus on good versus evil.
Yeah, Sam's. I was
What's
following, bud.
interesting to us are people
And actually, I
yes, are
agree.
flawed, but
Good to see
care
you, Sam.
deeply about each other, and conflicts arise because they have different perspectives on what needs to be done.
I'm sorry about earlier.
We wanted our story to feel dark and mature, with adult characters who feel like real people with real experiences.
I mean, that's what we want too, by the way. As gamers.
The heart of the story is about overcoming an existential threat while struggling with loss and grief. And it's rooted in the characters' relationships, both to each other and to themselves.
What are we gonna do, huh? Tell me. What are we gonna do?
In a world like this, how does one stay hopeful or make peace with their fate? What duty do we owe to each other or
She said
to
duty.
ourselves? These questions are deeply personal to me, and they permeate the story behind the story.
Know that Lumiere
Ryan, right?
fights with you. Tomorrow comes Expedition 33.
The characters all have their own motivations and perspectives. Gustave and Lune are deeply invested in the expedition, even if they fight all the time. To them, the mission is tied not only to their family, it's central to their identity and purpose.
Protocol doesn't cover every contingency. You know that.
Contrast that with Ciel, whose darkest days have already happened.
What are the stars whispering to you? Actually, I'm the one whispering to them. It's something my dad and I used to do.
And Maël, who cares more about really
If you turned
living her
33
life
that year, would
or
you still
just
die?
living
I
longer.
guess. Good question.
Are you real?
It's not all dark, though. Along the way, they meet various colorful NPCs and recruit Monoko, who is a friendly but kinda bloodthirsty philosopher. and a fully playable character. He has a really cool battle mechanic where he can turn into the enemies he defeats.
What are you doing?
Just need the foot. Aha!
He's very, very old and has seen many expeditions come and go.
Interesting. The gameplay has a... So it's an RPG. It's a turn-based RPG. Oh, I love the style of this. If this is a turn-based RPG, this is cool.
Who is one of the oldest and lore-wise the most powerful creatures in the verse.
Esque is that powerful?
He will be your mount and help you travel to secret corners of the world.
I like this, dude.
If you bring him back his special stones,
it's like boo.
Abilities for him
Boo, hungry.
Areas of the world and find exciting
Boo, turn you to chocolate.
But I'm not that strong.
Everyone has their own reason for joining the expedition, and each of them has their own story arc and resolution that we think players will really connect with.
Cool.
In addition to a strong narrative,
anything interesting so far? Yeah. This is our third game. They're doing pretty deep dives.
System takes the traditional turn-based battle mechanic we love and adds real-time reaction.
Nice. So like Chrono Trigger. They call it reaction turn-based.
Intensity and dynamism.
Chrono Trigger
During
inspired.
Turns, you can negate all damage by dodging or parrying at the right time.
Oh, like Paper Mario. Wait a second.
Balancing turn-based with real-time mechanics took a long time to get right. During initial playtests, turn-based players often found the real-time elements too hard. Some of us are still traumatized by enemies from back then. We've done a lot of rebalancing since, and with a lot of iteration, we ultimately came up with a formula that we're proud of. Players who are good at real-time can take more risks, and others can counterbalance with items and strategies.
Okay, so they stuck to their guns.
That formula lies in the many ways you can customize your character.
Respect. They said it was hard at first, but they stuck to their guns.
Designing each character's unique mechanics and their custom skill trees. Our philosophy is making every type of playstyle viable so that everyone can have fun with how they play the game.
Cool.
Each character has a unique mechanic. Male switches between stances which can alternately boost defense or power. I personally like to make Mel the protector of the group, but I'm pretty much the only one at the studio who plays her that way. Most people play her as a glass cannon with Gustav's complementary skills. The characters can also equip hundreds of passive effects, which in our game are called Lumina. Every character has more than 20 unique skills in their skill tree and hundreds of passive effects. They can gain through Lumina and
depth.
So there are a ton of builds and playstyle.
This looks good, actually, dude.
We can't wait to see how you choose to play and what kinds of build you'll design that we probably never even imagined.
What? Dude, why does this actually look good? Dude, if they can execute on the story and create characters that are truly relatable, this game could blow up.
I was really excited to design something.
That's where this game could struggle. Well, when it comes to the
level has its own color
society's view.
For example, the Gestural Village.
It's got to have actual, real, grounded, relatable characters.
We wanted something that feels
because people
chaotic,
want that from RPGs
and toy-like.
Right now.
It's basically a bazaar. Everything's disorganized, chaos everywhere, huts are unsafe, built without much thought. It's a place where anyone could fight you at any point, which is pretty much what the Gestrals are like. Gestural Village is hidden inside the ancient sanctuary. The idea is
Sandfall Interactive or something? Starling?
I designed it as a
They'll show it again.
Like an old graveyard of Gestrals, or forgotten wooden toys in a box.
I like this.
With two main colors.
I like the wooden creatures. It's cool.
I wanted to make it feel cozy, hidden from danger.
Don't say that word.
And labyrinths
You're not allowed to say that anymore, gaming industry. Shut your mouth.
Process with the characters.
How
Minoko
dare
came
you.
in a single concept.
Cozy.
Of a monkey-like body, white fur,
Son
with
of
a black and red flat mask.
Ladies, could I?
Ow!
Definitely a Gestral.
For Escape, we needed a cuddly companion to take us around the world. I thought instantly of a giant inflatable balloon and old Victorian pillows with many intricate motifs. We start with the core themes and ideas, and the visuals grow organically from there.
Loon is hot?
From the very start
Which
of the
one's
project,
Loon?
There was one thing that we absolutely wanted to bring back from older JRPGs. A feature we really loved, but is very rare these days. A completely
What's up, Mr.
3D
Nintendo?
and navigable world map. Yes, we've
Black
got a
hair
world
girl.
map. And it was a real challenge to create, both artistically and technically.
I don't want to talk about
And
my
it
favorite
ended up
character,
a lot bigger than we
because
expected.
chat will just call me
You'll
out.
definitely need SK's help traveling around. Here we go. We're super happy with the result, though, as there's a lot of side paths and entire hidden levels. If you want to fight the toughest bosses of the game, you will have to explore. Good luck.
Oh, the game? Is there a redhead? We know. Stop, chat! Stop!
For the past 4
Don't worry
years.
about it, all right?
That's why
Stop.
we're delighted
Now I'm
to
blushing
announce
like an
that
idiot.
Expedition 33 launches on April 24th on Xbox Series X and S and is available day one with Xbox Game Pass. You can already wish
Ooh,
the
day
game
one Game
and
Pass.
follow us for more info.
So it's
We
called
are
Expedition
super excited to
33.
invite you into the world
So
of Expedition
Sandfall
33.
Interactive must
We're
have been
a
the
small,
studio.
passionate team. It's our debut game, and we can't wait for you to discover our story, our world, and our take on the turn-based genre. On behalf of everyone at Sandfall, thank you for joining us. Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
Expedition 33. Wow, Game Pass, Xbox, PlayStation, let's go. It's everywhere, baby. Doesn't matter where you game, you're gaming. I wonder if some of this stuff's going to come to the Switch too, but they're not allowed to announce it yet because of embargo. I'm really excited to see if some of this stuff comes to the Switch too. Because it seriously could. It actually could. They just might not be able to say it yet. All right, here we go. Doom. The new Doom game. We already knew about this. Doom Middle Ages.
And welcome to Dallas, Texas, home of id Software, where more than 30 years ago, a small team of
Doom
game
Medieval
developers
Ages.
helped define and set a course for first-person shooters. A lot has changed since then, but our team is as passionate as ever. And the most important values at the
The last
core of
game
our
was called
games,
Expedition
innovation,
33.
craftsmanship, and performance remain a priority for us to this day.
And as you're about to see, those values are infused in every aspect of this latest installment in the
Thank you, Allie.
legendary Doom franchise. It is an honor to work on this game, to carry on id's tradition of creating all-out, groundbreaking levels of fun.
All
So
right.
now, we're excited to
Any
share
Doom
with you
fans
a
out there?
look at our most ambitious game yet. This is
Me
Doom,
too, Sam.
The Dark Ages.
Here we go.
So stupid I mouthed the words.
The Dark Ages. The Dark Ages. Dude, Doom with a ball and chain. Listen, I'm not even a big Doom guy, but this seems so badass, dude. Don't tell me. Look, oh my god, dude. Dark Ages Doom. I want to get a two-handed axe of a halberd.
A medieval war against hell.
Just a halberd, dude.
In a cinematic sci-fi fantasy world full of locations to explore, powerful weapons
Doom
to
is so
unlock,
cozy.
and enemies to conquer.
If they say the word cozy, I will gift subs.
And that's given us the opportunity
If they say
to
it during
reimagine
this right now, all right?
aspect of this
I'll give
experience.
subs.
So if you're new to the franchise, then Doom the Dark Ages will be the perfect entry point into the series. And if you're a longtime fan, then you'll be proud to see, in a lot of ways, the feel of the game is really a return to form. So let's break it down, starting with the combat. In Doom Eternal,
What? That
you
guy had a
felt like
Pokemon on
fighter.
the table.
In Doom
That was
the
a Flake
Dark
Coco.
Ages, you'll be an iron tank. Heavy, strong, but still fast.
Thanks for checking in,
A
Gwen.
grounded combat system with an emphasis on power over the acrobatics of Doom Eternal.
Wait, they didn't have shotguns in the Dark Ages? This is a fucking
And a
ripoff.
balance between enemy projectiles
What
and
kind of
clear
is
movement
this?
speed that makes strafing to aim viable again.
Boo.
But it's not
Like,
all
I'm
about
not being
nostalgia.
serious.
Innovation
My
is the goal,
immersion.
always. And so for Doom the Dark Ages, it's an all-new world with new tools and new mechanics to master. Let me introduce you to the Shield Saw.
Oh, the shield saw. Sick.
Throw.
What? Captain America, yo ass?
Deflect.
What?
All from
What?
one
He threw
input.
it.
It's contextual.
Sick.
Tons of depth on a single button press. You know, we want every Doom game to stand on its own as a unique experience. So in 2016, we asked you to run and gun. In Doom Eternal, it was jump and shoot. And in Doom the Dark Ages, you're gonna stand and fight.
Oh, I like that philosophy. Run and gun, stand and shoot. Obliterate.
The shield saw will give you the strength to go head to head with some of the biggest, baddest demons we've ever created it in. But that's not all. Because if you're gonna stand and fight, then you gotta have something to follow up that opening parry with. How about an iron flail?
Yeah, the flail,
or maybe
dude.
An electrified gauntlet.
Oh, you can punch him in the mouth.
Spiked mace. That's right, we have 3 melee
Oh, a
options that are
mace?
part of a melee system.
Dude, they're speaking to my heart.
All on one input, complete with combos and upgrades. And it's
I love a
totally
good mace, man. I'm a big mace fan in all fantasy. I love maces. I love maces in games, dude. It's probably my favorite weapon type
any angle, in and out,
in any video game.
And it feels amazing.
Besides for maybe a big hammer.
Unstoppable, smashing your way through the horde with total freedom. And that seems like a ton, but that's just 2 inputs. We got one more really important button that we haven't talked about yet. The trigger.
Yeah! Whoa! Give me a hamburger and some Mountain Dew!
Best for last. Doom has and always will be all about the guns. And Dark Ages has some of the most ridiculously powerful weapons that we've ever created.
Let's go!
Ancient, brutal torture machines built to butcher, impale, and shred the minions of hell with.
Shred!
Only in Doom. That's the mission statement for the design of these never-before-seen, insanely fun-to-use tools of mayhem that only the Slayer has the power to wield. So let's take a look at some extended gameplay footage and see how these medieval mechanics synergize with the enemies and the environments to form the new combat loop for Doom: The Dark Ages.
Sick. Let's go. We're getting a first look. Hopefully you can play this game with one hand, because I'm gonna need to be lifting iron with my other hand. Oh! Drinking Mountain Dew. Eating fast food. Extreme. Guile theme. You're okay, Sam. You're fine. You're perfectly okay, bud. I think intention means a lot in life.
First time in an id game, we've made our combat more approachable and flexible than ever before, with a new difficulty system and sliders that will allow players to tune the speed and challenge of the game to whatever fits them best.
Oh,
you
shit.
Can slow things down or speed them up. It's a Doom for all Slayers.
Oh, whoa,
and the
wow.
gameplay doesn't end with just the Slayer.
What? What do you mean?
Finally have for you. You've been waiting for 2 games now to get in and pilot your very own 30-story Atlan, which is a mech.
What?
It's the size of a building.
There's mech gameplay?
And you can beat giant Titan-sized demons
Oh
to death with your
God!
fists. And if that wasn't enough, we also have for you your very own fire-breathing, Gatling gun-toting cybernetic dragon. Neither of these are one-and-done features.
I can't handle this.
They have a full suite of abilities and even mini-bosses.
Dragons? Gatling guns? Mech suits?
And the combat systems
Maces?
behind these features are deep and tons of
Oh my God. I can't handle this,
cool as
dude.
all that is, we know that fans of single-player action games expect more than just great combat to pull them through the experience. So we're excited to share with you not just the gunplay, but the world of Doom: The Dark Ages. Your hero's journey will take you to the far reaches of the Doom universe. Mysterious worlds from the Slayer's past, dark forests, dungeons, ancient hellscapes, battlefields, and worlds beyond.
Sick.
And through exploration, you'll be unlocking new abilities and godlike powers every step of the way. Now armed with your trusty shield saw, you're gonna cut, leap, and smash your way through environments full of secrets and treasures.
Sick.
There's always something new waiting to be
Oh,
discovered.
classic Doom keycards. Sick.
Now let's take a closer look at just one of the many missions you'll experience in Doom the Dark Ages.
You see this guy's shirt, by the way?
In this level, you will meet the enemy at the gates and save a city from certain destruction. Explore the medieval battlefield outside the castle walls, seeking out targets and enemy formations along the way to engage with as you see
Okay,
fit.
don't movie trailer us. We've seen enough.
Explore what is the largest play space ever in a Doom game, discovering secret caves and dungeon-like mines in search of vital resources. You control the pace of the game.
Cool.
Where you go, who you fight, and the objectives you pursue.
Doom Dark Ages for Game of the Year?
And riches. Once you've broken the enemy assault, head back to the main gates because the battle isn't over yet.
I'm proud to say that I got called a BFG once on Twitter.
And the soundtrack to your epic adventures will be composed by the award-winning team at Finishing Move, providing you with a metal soundscape that's loaded with guitars, medieval vibes, and pure adrenaline. You'll feel like you're expanding the legend of the Slayer with every mission you complete. And speaking of that legend,
Story?
the story of Doom the Dark Ages, like
That's a thing in a Doom game?
is big. It's a summer blockbuster event with everything
Sick.
on the line.
Bonus
and
content.
You are the star of the show. Your power is coveted by your enemies and withheld from your allies. With the Slayer imprisoned at the start of our story, the balance of power between good and evil is shifting, and time is running out. It's a new story and the perfect entry point for new players. It's easier to access now as we've taken the narrative out of the codex and into the cutscenes, featuring new characters,
Oh,
old allies,
wow.
and powerful new villains. And for
So
returning
they're
players,
actually making a Doom story.
into the Doom 2016
You see how he
Slayer
just said they're
Testament.
taking it out of the
It's an
codex?
action story worthy of the Slayer's legend.
Because there wasn't ever a ton of story in Doom. That's why I wasn't making a joke when I said that. Like what? Story content? Like, you know what I mean? Like
We've
what?
got 10 years
So that's pretty
of making
interesting.
modern Doom games together, and we've done better with every game we've made.
The hope with all this, the goal, is to give players an experience that's as fun to play as it was to make, and make something that's good enough to become the best game id has ever made.
Is id Software the
But
GOAT?
that is for you to decide. When Doom the Dark Ages releases,
This May? Wow. Game Pass, Xbox, PC, and PlayStation 5. Dude, it's over. Damn, Doom. This is the game of the year. I think we just watched the game of the year, dude. I think we just saw the game of the year revealed ahead of time, dude. What's gonna compete with that? Grand Theft Auto, right? Oh, but Grand Theft Auto comes out this year. It's about to be a year.
You will feel like the super
May
weapon in the
15th.
center of a medieval war against hell.
All of Hazel's powers
April
are designed
8th.
around textile crafting and spinning wheels. The combat system
I mean, I'm right
is
there with you,
around
Brittany.
chaining attacks and unraveling enemies.
Our reactive turn
April 24th for Expedition 33.
gives combat greater intensity and dynamism.
忍具やシリーズおなじみの体術など忍者アクションを駆使して乗り越えていくことになります。
Are you gonna play 33? I mean, I'm considering it, yes. I can't tell you for sure now, but I am considering it. It looks like an RPG game I would really enjoy. It has Paper Mario RPG mechanics. You already sold me. You're gonna give me an RPG that's turn-based, but has reactionary button presses? And you've already sold me because of how much I love Paper Mario and their mechanics. Now, does that mean I'm gonna play it? I don't know. But let's just say I'm sold on it. Because, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, that looks pretty cool. Like, I really like active battle systems in my RPGs. That's it. I thought we would see something from Bethesda. We got nothing from Bethesda? Let's see what the chat says. Where's Skyrim 6? That's it. L. That was it. Why do you keep making everything available on PlayStation? Like, why are you complaining about that? What is your problem? That's a good thing. Good show. The Last of Us on Xbox. Starfield 2. Where's Oblivion? Now, to be fair, we were all kind of expecting Oblivion remake, which is all but confirmed. We know it's on the way. So that I am very confused why we didn't see anything from Bethesda. Specifically Oblivion. Like, where's Oblivion? We know Oblivion exists. It's all but been confirmed. So I do agree with that chatter. Where's Oblivion? We know Oblivion's there. We know it is. It's like, why are you waiting? Why are you holding out on that? Very confused about that personally. Xbox go to 2025 already? Psh, not from a Nintendo fan's point of view. Sorry, scrubs. Good job, Xbox. 2 games I can't wait for. Doom Peaks Ages. Where's Minecraft 2? Oh my lord. Where's Forza Horizon 6? In your dreams, kid. I only came here for Doom and I got what I wanted. True, true. God bless Doom. Yep, little Timmy. And every one of us. Rip Fable. Yeah, no more Where was another look at Fable? A little bit sad we didn't see more Fable. Somebody said nice try, Diddy. Well, I think we're done reading the comment section here for now. So we're gonna jump over here. Yeah, not bad at all. I'd say that was shorter than anticipated, but regardless, I think there was some pretty cool stuff put on Showcase. The thing I want to say about these 4 games and my thoughts is that every game showcased was very different from each other. I think I prefer this style of direct than any direct we've ever gotten from any other company. Now, why do I say that? Because I went into this expecting your standard direct. Here's a slew of games, and by the end of it, you're going to forget every single one of them. And then here's an exclusive look at one game. But instead, they just gave us 4 games and a really good look at the games. And like, I'm not gonna lie, like, that's what I prefer. I don't know if I'm a fan of sitting there with a slew of games thrown at me that I don't remember by the end of it. Like, no offense to any other direct, including Nintendo. I'm talking to Nintendo here as well. I'm not gonna lie, I would prefer if Nintendo did more of this. More directs that just sit down and show me 4 games, 5 games, 6 games. I don't need to see 40 games and to be overwhelmed. You're not really succeeding in selling me anything at that point. Whereas I just got sold on 4 games, even though I'm not a fan of like half of them. Like I don't really care to play Ninja Gaiden, but it's cool. I don't think I'll be playing that Southern game, but it looked cool, right? Like, so it's really interesting. I think this is the play. I think Xbox did just put a good show on, even if it did feel short. Even if it did feel short, I think that they just put a good show on. So that's my take on it. Doom definitely is probably the most anticipated game from this lineup. I think probably Ninja Gaiden is a close second for a lot of OG heads. For as far as this audience goes, it seems like the thing that we were most excited about was Expedition 33, with Doom trailing very close behind it. So very interesting, a very interesting thing for them to throw together here and to put together. It's actually pretty cool. Actually pretty cool.